Jesus is in this place. Ahí está Jesucristo. I want to take the time to thank Pastor Garcia, his wife, and this church for the hospitality that you have given to us. My wife and myself, la hermana que nos acompaña, queremos darle las gracias a esta iglesia por la hospitalidad que nos brinda. Y Dios les va a pagar. God is going to reward you. We have been enjoying ourselves. There is revival here. There is an atmosphere of power, of miracles. This place is conducive for miracles. Aquí hay un ambiente de milagros, de poder y de la gloria de Dios. Y ese es el principio solamente. Only the beginning. It's only the tip of the iceberg, as they say, of what God has for this congregation before everything has been said and done. Es el principio de las mayores cosas que Cristo tiene para esta iglesia. I just want to read from the Word of God, the book of Leviticus. Chapter 6 of the book of Leviticus. And we're going to read verses 8 through 13. El libro de Levítico, capítulo 6.
Praise God.
I'm going to read all of these verses in English. Voy a leer algunos versos en español. Voy a leer el verso 12 y 13. Our key verse is verse 13. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering because of the burning upon the altar of all night unto the morning. And the fire of the altar shall be burning in it. And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and his linen breeches shall be upon his flesh, and take up the ashes which the fire hath consumed with the burnt offering on the altar, and he shall put them beside the altar. And he shall put up his garments, and put on other garments, and carry forth the ashes without the camp unto a clean place. And the fire upon the altar shall be burning in it. It shall not be put out. And the priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and lay the burnt offering in order upon it. And he shall burn thereof the fat of the peace offering. There's a key verse. The fire shall ever be burning upon the altar. It shall never go out. Y el fuego encendido sobre el altar no se apagará, sino que el sacerdote pondrá en él leña cada mañana, y acomodará el holocausto sobre él, y quemará sobre él las grosuras de los sacrificios de paz. Y este es el versículo clave, el 13. El fuego arderá continuamente en el altar, no se apagará. Turn to the person next to you and tell them, don't let your fire go out. Dígale a su vecino que no se te apague el fuego. Que no se te apague el fuego. Don't let your fire go out. Raise your hands with me right now. Jesus, we give you the honor and the glory and the praise. We thank you for your goodness, for your great mercy. Thank you for this church and what you're going to continue to do in this church. Bring revival fires, God, that they will never go out, they will never fizzle out, they will never burn out, they will never be extinguished, God. Que nunca se apague el fuego, Señor, en nuestras vidas. Bendícenos en el nombre de Jesucristo. Amen. You may take your seats. Let me say this. This church was born with fire. And this church is going to leave with fire. When this church was born, it was not born a dead church. It was not born a boring church. It was not born a lifeless church. But when this church was born, it was born with fire. It was born with power. It was born with anointing. Cuando esta iglesia nació en el día del Pentecostés, nació con fuego. Y se va a ir cuando Cristo venga por ella con fuego. Esta no es una iglesia apagada, aburrida, monótona, sin vida. Esta es una iglesia con fuego, una iglesia con poder, una iglesia con gloria. Now, fire needs three elements, basically. Number one, it needs a spark. Secondly, it needs oxygen.
Praise God.
And thirdly, it needs combustible materials. Un fuego necesita tres elementos. Necesita la chispa, necesita oxígeno y necesita combustible. God gives the spark. The oxygen is our daily walk with the Lord. The combustible materials is our praise and our worship. In order to keep the fire burning, you need God to spark your life. And then you need to walk with Him not just on Sunday, but you need to walk with Him every day. And then you need the wood. You need praise and worship. I'm not just talking about church services. I'm talking about a lifestyle of praise and of worship. Pudiéramos decir que Dios nos ha dado la chispa cuando nos dio el Espíritu Santo. El oxígeno es nuestra vida diaria, nuestro diario caminar con Cristo. Y el combustible viene siendo la alabanza y la adoración. Es más que cultos, es un estilo de vida. Para que se mantenga este fuego ardiendo, necesitamos la chispa, necesitamos el fuego de Dios, necesitamos caminar con Cristo, no solamente los domingos, sino todos los días, y necesitamos alabar y adorar al Señor. Y por medio de ese fuego, las almas se van a convertir y la iglesia se va a avivar. Through that fire, souls are going to come.
Yes, hallelujah.
Souls don't want to come to a dead church. The story goes on to say that a church, certain church caught fire. And it was burning. And the fire department came. And one of the members came out, and the pastor and the members were watching their church burn to the ground. And the pastor looks at the neighbor and says, "Hey, I've been trying to get you to our church for a long time." And he says, "Pastor, this is the first time I've seen the church on fire."